This is the story of a superstar, a sculptor, a painter, an architect, who strides the history of art like a colossus. He was a tempestuous genius who would let nothing stand in the way of his quest for eternal fame and riches untold.
He doesn't know perfection when he sees it.
He was an outsider who created works so big and so beautiful that nobody believed they were produced by a mere mortal.
I've just created a giant.
He claimed he was divinely inspired,
Heaven's own art.
yet stole from popes, fought his rivals, and struggled with his own demons. His name was Michelangelo. It's going to be difficult to find a block of marble for Jim's copy of the Pietà, one as perfect as Michelangelo's. Marble was vitally important to Michelangelo. It was the material which brought him fame, but it was the one which caused him some of his greatest difficulties.
Marble embodies contradictions. It is hard, yet malleable. Cold, yet very warm. There is not a single idea, not even from the best artist, which cannot be realized within it. First, it must be separated from the mountain. Then I must build roads to take it to the town, devise pulley systems, design carts. There are many arts to being a sculptor.
The owner of the Michelangelo quarry, Giuseppe Barattini, is taking Jim to a seam of the purest white marble.
This is the best material we're going to find in the world today for making statues. So I think we may have found your Pietà, Jim.
And the color is, here, look at that.
Il
It's
materiale bellissimo,
It's almost transparent.
sì, è luminoso.
è luminoso.
But when we carve our Pietà, Jim, we better make sure that the Virgin's face doesn't show up right in here, where there might be a little bit of black discoloration, and we certainly don't want that crack running anywhere near your block.
But how exactly did Michelangelo extract the marble?
It's the same process used today as was used in ancient times. Two men would have used the saw blade. It's fed with abrasive material, sand or carborundum. And the motors that generate the movement have changed from the hand of man doing this to a machine which does this.
Michelangelo would have exploited natural faults in the marble and used wooden or stone wedges to help lever the great blocks out of the mountain side.
And of course, now we bring it down by trucks, but he would have brought it straight down the mountainside, and we are very high up. And he would have brought it straight down on wooden sleds by a system called lizzatura, with ropes and a lot of manpower. And it was a very dangerous and a very long process. And there was always the hazards of losing a block or losing a man or more. More than once, Michelangelo himself almost lost his life in this process of bringing the marble down the mountain.
Which was intended for his own tomb. It's his most personal and moving work. Michelangelo himself is supporting the dead Christ, the divine artist and the Savior, united for eternity.
Tell me that I was not greedy, that I was never jealous of others, but praised them. Even Raphael, Leonardo, and that in all my works I was devoted only to the greater glory and love and beauty of your divine creation, O Lord. have mercy on my soul.
Michelangelo died on the 18th of February, 1564. He was almost 89.
Mere mortal once, divine though born to be. Short time on earth, but heaven's forever mine. Rapturous change, when even death's benign. Deadly to many, but new life to me.
The divine Michelangelo left a worldly fortune. 8,000 gold ducats, numerous bank accounts, and landed estates in Tuscany. By today's standards, he was a millionaire several times over, and the richest artist the world had ever known. His nephew Leonardo inherited everything. Michelangelo's final legacy to the world was completed 30 years after his death, the Great Dome of St. Peter's. By designing the most important building in Christendom, Michelangelo achieved the divine status he always sought. He was God's sculptor, God's painter, and now God's architect. From the Dome to the David, from the Pietà to the Sistine Chapel, Michelangelo had created a unique vision of heaven on earth.